everyone, to ESPN's presentation of the 2011 Tostitos Fiesta Bowl from University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The first meeting ever in football between the Connecticut Huskies and the Oklahoma Sooners. It'll be Patrick O'Hara with a big leg to kick off. And one of the strengths of Connecticut is their kickoff return team. Nick Williams has returned 2 kickoffs for touchdowns this year. And he'll get a chance from the 2-yard line. Williams. And good coverage by Oklahoma. And like his team, he had an up-and-down year. He was the starting quarterback for the first 4 games of the year. They went 2-2. And Frazier got a chance to go back in and led them to 5 straight wins to get them here. Hands it off to Jordan Todman, the Big East Offensive Player of the Year. And he seemed to indicate that to us when he spoke to us the other day. Here's Robbie Fry. It's a Connecticut offense, only 96th in the country in total offense. Anthony Sherman, a terrific blocking fullback. Smith and Moore, the wide receivers, and Griffin is a solid tight end. Up front, a very good offensive line. Mike Ryan and Zach Hurd, first team All-Big East this year. And the center, Mo Petrus, second team All-Big East. That's part of the group that wants to make it a physical game. Direct snap to Jordan Todman. And if he got it, it was just barely well short of the line. So here's Cole Wagner to punt. On 4th and less than a yard. Ryan Broyles stopped immediately. You know, it's a pretty tough league when 4,289 passing yards is good for just second team. And Jones, a sophomore from Artesia, New Mexico. 330 yards per game passing. And he's on target to Cameron Kenny, who has an 11-yard gain on 6 catches in each of the last 2 for Oklahoma. DeMarco Murray can do it all. Broyles 118 catches. There's the offensive line. You have to be Evelyn Wood because of the pace at which Oklahoma plays. You're going to read all those names. They get right up over the line. Good job by Landry Jones handling a knee-high snap. He gave it to DeMarco Murray. There's Josh Heupel, who is calling the plays for the first time tonight. Jones on target to Ryan Broyles, who has another first down. They'd be able to play at that same pace and get into an early rhythm as Heupel tries to find his legs. Here's DeMarco Murray through a big hole. Another first down.
Murray took advantage of it.
Quick swing pass again to Ryan Broyles. He lowers his head. Not a real big guy. They list him at 5'11". They're on their heels right now against this Oklahoma team. 4th in the nation in passing offense. Murray smothered for a loss. 2nd and 12. They can get another first down just inside the 2-yard line. Huskies crowding the line of scrimmage, put pressure on Jones, who's on target to the 8-yard line. Decided underdog Connecticut team lightly. Jones on the rollout, has a receiver, has a touchdown. James Hanna, the tight end, an 8-yard score.
Good call, well executed. Again, they're just using their speed.
Jimmy Stevens adds the extra point. Landry Jones 6 for 6 on the opening drive for 56 yards and a touchdown. Caught by James Hanna, his 18th catch of the year, and 7 of them have gone for touchdowns.
They're going to eat. They're going to eat them up. You have to disrupt the timing somehow, because Landry Jones gets rid of the ball too fast.
Patrick O'Hara down to the goal line, and Nick Williams. Better return this time out to the 27.
And gets his hands on him, he would mess that timing up.
It's early, but this could be a very important drive for Connecticut. Zach Frazier going deep and way out of sync with Kashif Moore.
He's got to be able to hit those throws. He has to.
He's been very inaccurate. Just 53% completions on for Connecticut against this Oklahoma defense that features Jeremy Beal up front, the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year selected by the coaches. Austin Box has returned from injury to bolster a linebacking core. Lewis is the star of that group. And the cornerbacks have had a terrific season. Both of them first-year starters, Fleming and Hurst. They were a question mark at the beginning of the year. They've been solid throughout. 3rd and 12. Frazier flushed, has his man as a first down. Oh, it's early, but that could be a big play.
Coming back to the ball and is able to get that first down.
A 14-yard gain. Now Todman, clearly only LaMichael James of Oregon has averaged more yards per game rushing this year than Jordan Todman. Frazier faked it to him, goes over the middle to Michael Smith, and he's near another first down. Todman following the fullback Sherman, and if he got it, it's just barely.
Now they shift to a 4-3 look. 4-down lineman.
And this is just power against power here, and Oklahoma won that battle. It's 3 receivers for UConn. Frazier short throw, short gain, and Michael Smith took a big hit as Carter the safety. 3rd down and 8. Frazier plenty of time. Throws, and a nice catch made on a high throw by Kashif Moore.
And his ball comes off high.
David to Todman. Still struggling to find running room. One of his biggest wins of his career was at Notre Dame last year. Throw and catch to Griffin, the tight end, with another first down.
They needed for Frazier to play his best.
And this is what they wanted as well, a ball control drive. Frazier, they want a flag in the secondary, and they're not going to get it. It looked like bodies were tangled. You know, wow, how do you miss that?
He hooked him, and he had him, but he missed it. And that's very good news for the Husky team.
Jordan Todman fights his way down to the 23. 3rd down and 5. Again, that line does a great job giving protection, and Michael Smith did not appear to get the first down. Points in this Connecticut season, and they're inches short. He's going for it again. On 4th and 1. Robbie Fry gets stacked up. He did not get it. Austin Box.
He was the free hitter. He got his job done.
Landry Jones was passed a little bit behind Cameron Kenny, who made another nice catch. And with drop balls, he admitted he was nervous. He's settled in now as a senior. He's really been a big factor lately. DeMarco Murray ahead for 4. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Murray spun around, but spun forward. And they said they knew they had to be physical. They haven't been winning the physical battles up front, at least not yet. Murray, a tough run. Fighting for every inch to the 50-yard line. A gain of 8.
Just to go down.
Up quickly they come again, and Broyles run down by Scott Lutris. 3rd down and 1 from just across midfield. Swing pass for Stills, has the first down, and an extra yard or 2.
Not going to be pretty.
Landry Jones 9 for 9. Play action fake. He's looking deep and has a man wide open. Ryan Broyles inside the 20. Inside the 10, and leveled out of bounds by Lawrence Wilson at the 6-yard line.
And Jones is on target again.
39-yard gain. Now it's Moses Madu.
They're coming off the ball, and they're winning the line of scrimmage.
Pistol look here. They've gone to that more and more as the year's gone along. Murray bounced off the pile and into the end zone. Touchdown, DeMarco Murray. Oklahoma here in the first quarter, and Jimmy Stevens makes it 14-0. That one was 9 plays, 81 yards in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Murray the touchdown. The 65th of his career, adding to his Oklahoma record. They've had it twice. They've scored twice. Oklahoma's averaging 8.5 yards per snap. Nick Williams will return to Patrick O'Hara. Kickoff from the 4. And that's 3 kickoffs well covered. And it's cool inside this building as well. The roof is closed for the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Zach Frazier on first down, in trouble and dumped. Ronell Lewis. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. A quarter controlled by Oklahoma. Big plays on offense and defense and a 14-0 lead. He's 50 years old now. Both of these coaches look younger than their age. Randy Edsall is 52. 3rd down and 17. Frazier stepped up into the pocket and threw incomplete in the direction of Pennsylvania. Line drive kick. Ryan Broyles watches it bounce, decides to get away from it. This offense for Oklahoma has been fun to watch. They've already run 18 plays from scrimmage. Have had the ball less than 6.5 minutes. Trey Franks, the true freshman, and that 5-game BCS Bowl losing streak. And they're off to a good start. Quick toss again to Franks the other way, and he's flattened by Lawrence. Landry Jones is 12 for 12 passing. Movement, but Connecticut got back. Jones dumps it over the middle, intercepted. Dwayne Gratz has nothing but grass in front of him. Touchdown, Connecticut. But they've returned for a touchdown this season. Dave Teggart, the extra point. And just when it looked like Oklahoma might turn it into an early rout, Randy Edsall got the big play he needed from his defense. 46-yard return by Dwayne Gratz, the sophomore from Piscataway, New Jersey. It's 14-7. They won the last regular season game against South Florida to get to the BCS Tostitos Fiesta Bowl on a pick 6 by Lawrence Wilson at Landry Jones, who started 12 for 12, still hasn't had a throw hit the ground. Now he's 1 for 1 to Connecticut defenders. Ryan Broyles the catch on a 6-yard gain. DeMarco Murray in trouble and did not return to the line of scrimmage.
They're tightening up again, Sean.
West Virginia was about to play for the national championship game before they lost the regular season finale and wound up here. Here's a catch by Broyles. And a big 3rd down conversion for Oklahoma.
He's not real quick. He's not real fast. He just has a great combination.
Receiver wide open, and Cameron Kenny lunged and couldn't get it. The throw a little bit too long. Then the pistol look for Oklahoma. Jones with a blitz coming, a high throw, and the catch by Stills, and he can fly. He fumbled and got it back. Harris Agmore knocked it out. And Oklahoma's been great this year protecting the ball. They're plus 14 coming in turnover margin, 7th best in the country. Another fake by Jones and a high throw. Plus 12 in the last 5. That'll get you a 5-game winning streak. DeMarco Murray taken down back at the 23. 3rd and 14. Looked like Connecticut might have been offside. It's a screen to DeMarco Murray. I don't see a flag on the play, and Murray's down to the line of scrimmage. Austin Woods the snapper, John Nemo the holder. Stevens has been accurate, but this would match his long 42-yarder. And that is accurate, and it is good. Officially a 41-yard field goal. 1 yard shy of his longest of the season. But Harris was a soccer player in high school, never played football. Started kicking footballs as a hobby. Wound up trying out for the Oklahoma team. Walked on and made it. First game he was ever in was in college. Zach Frazier out of the gun, handed it off to Jordan Totman, and again he finds.
They came into this thing thinking they want to run the football and not lean heavy on the pass game. At this point, they're going to have to do it.
Frazier on target to Kashif Moore. That's 112th in the country. They're not set up to be a throwing team. Frazier, tough to tell if it was a design run. I think it was, and he got the first down. Don't know if he'll play again, but stay ready. Zach Frazier said, I prayed every night I'd get another chance. He did, and he led them to 5 straight wins and into their first BCS bowl game. Terrific person as well, part of the Football Coaches Association Good Works team for his work in the community. Screen to Todman, and he's down at the 46. Flag down.
Illegal substitution on the offense. 12 players in the offensive formation longer than 3 seconds. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
3rd and 9. Frazier given time, and he's almost intercepted. Tough to tell to whom that was intended. Hunt. That's a good one. Ryan Broyles from the 8. A lot of assistant coaches affected by that as well. Landry Jones comes out slinging to Kenny Stills, and he gets belted out of bounds.
Then he reminded them, I don't want to see any illegal substitution calls. Get down, get set. Something to watch for.
Marco Murray tripped up. Good tackle in space by Bleedy Ray Wilson.
And that's one of the things. Personnel and the play calls coming in become more difficult.
Landry Jones on 1st and 10 has Ryan Broyles trying to find running room. Got away from Scott Lutris.
Comes out fast, which makes blitzing him even tougher.
2nd and 1. DeMarco Murray has the first down to the 49-yard line. Couldn't make the tackle, and he shook his right arm into the air. Landry Jones on the rollout. On target, Kenny Stills. 2nd and 1. Josh Heupel's done a nice job with the play calling tonight. A good blend of run and pass. Movement again along the line. No flags. And DeMarco Murray has the first down.
It's an avalanche.
Murray breaks a couple of tackles, and Lawrence Wilson will wrestle him to the ground with help for the Heisman Trophy. Whoa, Jones lost the snap, and he's in trouble. And down for a loss back at the 36. From the 36-yard line, 3.5 to go till the half. Oklahoma's dominated, but right now still just a 10-point lead. Jones steps into his throw, has his man Cameron Kenny for a first down. Kenny 4 catches already after 6 in each of the last 2 games. Jones deep toward the end zone, too high and almost intercepted. Already 24 pass attempts, 3 minutes to go in the half. Attempt 25 on target to Kenny, breaks a tackle, spins inside the 10-yard line. Trevardo Williams.
Huge cushion. He's playing in off coverage. Kenny's eating that up.
2 losses both on the road at Missouri and Texas A&M. They had trouble in the red zone. Jones throws it away.
Right up here.
3 receivers to the left. Kenny was the only one to the right. Jones throws in that direction too high. For Kenny. It was a big part of their surge to the Big 12 South title. Made 4 field goals at Oklahoma State in the game they had to have. Low line drive, but it's good. And he's 2 for 2 tonight. It's 20-7. Oklahoma with 2:05 to go in the half. Great comeback by Virginia Tech after losing their first 2 games. They've won 11 games in a row. Nick Williams brings the kickoff back. Has a hole. Can he stay in bounds? He's taken down by the kicker, Patrick O'Hara. 1 shy of the minimum you need to be eligible. Well, UConn down by 2 scores, and Frazier's lucky that wasn't a pick 6 by Travis Lewis. Travis had a big interception in the Big 12 championship win against Nebraska. He recovered 2 fumbles in that game. Jordan Todman finally shakes loose and goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 14 yards for the game prior to that 19-yard run. He's run for at least 80 in every game this year. Frazier zings one, caught, first down, 25-yard line.
Ball's right where it has to be.
Inside handoff to Todman. He got banged down after a 1-yard gain. 3 wide receivers. Sometimes they just spread you out to run it with Todman. Not here. Blitz. Frazier got it off to Michael Smith, who could not get away from Jamel Fleming. They haven't been a great 3rd down team this year. Another blitz. Frazier given time by the line, lofts it out, and it is too long for Kashif Moore. He kicked a 52-yarder in their regular season finale with 17 seconds to go against South Florida to win the game and get them to the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. 37-yard try here, and it is good. His 51st career field goal, adding to his UConn record.
2 times it held in the field goals. So that's the good news for Connecticut.
They didn't score an offensive touchdown in that win at South Florida. They had a defensive touchdown and 3 field goals, 4 field goals.
If he can deliver, That'll be good news for the Connecticut Huskies.
Oklahoma will get the ball first to begin the second half. Landry Jones threw for 233 and a touchdown, but he also threw the costly interception. The halftime score, the 2011 Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, Oklahoma 20 and Connecticut 10. Stay tuned for John and Jesse and the Chevrolet halftime report right after these messages. Trey Franks back deep along with Moses Madu, and the second half is underway. Trey Franks, the true freshman, right up the middle, ran into his own man, stayed on his feet and got to the 23. Here's Heather Cox, ordinarily number 82, wearing the number 6 in honor of Jasper Howard, the UConn defensive back who was murdered last year. Would have been a senior playing in his final game here tonight. DeMarco Murray, Sheaf Moore and their equipment staff knew about it ahead of time. Landry Jones throws to Lutris, and you can see Oklahoma 4 out of 7 on third down tonight. The best third down team in the Big 12 this year. 44% for the year. The rush handle, the throw too high and almost intercepted. Had an 85-yard punt earlier this year. Short and wobbly and bouncing sideways out of bounds. See Frazier looking toward the sideline. They've gone to more of that during the year. See if the coaches want to help change the play. Jordan Todman breaks tackles.
Doesn't have exceptional speed, but he comes up with the yards when they're not there.
2nd and 2. Patience there. And bounced around the corner for a first down.
Hunter's patience. And you just have to let things develop and then believe what's going on in front of you. He does that well.
Look out, Travis Lewis on a blitz, and Frazier threw it up for grabs, almost intercepted. They're tired of this and hearing about this BCS Bowl losing streak. That everybody's fully in tonight. Jordan Todman carries for a short gain. Huskies 4 out of 9 on third down from midfield. 3rd and 9. Frazier zips one into traffic. Tony Jefferson broke it up. We'll have punted once in the first 3 minutes of the second half. Orioles will let it go. A good decision. It'll come out to the 20. There was a lot of talk about ticket sales, but just about every seat we can see is filled. Landry Jones fires a little high, and it was Dwayne Gratz who, when you go to some of these ticket agencies than they are if you go through the schools. DeMarco Murray stuffed. Under duress, Jones has his man Broyles, first down and much more. Still fighting all the way to the 41-yard line.
Right, the guy who falls down and beats him is Gary Wilburn, number 21.
And now they have Kenny wide open. Cameron Kenny, touchdown Oklahoma. .20-yard gain to Broyles, 59 yards to Kenny. Jimmy Stevens the extra point. Well, it looked like it might be a 3-and-out. Instead, it's a 4-play, 80-yard touchdown drive. Cameron Kenny, the senior, having a big night for the Sooners, who have their largest lead of this Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Bouncing to Nick Williams. Tried to get to the sideline and was run down. Ace engineered by Landry Jones can lead to mistakes like that by the defense. Kashif Moore, good run after the catch. Finally shoved out by Quentin Carter. They snap it quickly. And no gain on the play for Jordan Todman, who was wrapped up. 2nd and 10 for Zach Frazier. And it's intercepted off the hands of his receiver. Jamel Fleming's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. You talk about this receiving corps for Connecticut. The reality is they're just not very good to compete at this level. Michael Smith has the ball go off his hands. See you later.
Well,
touchdown. Fleming took that one 55 yards. Jimmy Stevens the extra point. Is the 5th interception of the season for the junior from Arlington, Texas. Jamel Fleming has had an excellent year as a first-year starter for the Sooners.
right next to the field.
Yeah, somebody can run it over. Tressway kicks off again. 2 touchdowns in a minute and 11 seconds for Oklahoma. Robbie Fry. He has speed. Robbie Fry breaks free. Only one man has a chance, and they will not catch him. 95 yards. Touchdown, Connecticut.
Well, the formerly Heighton Indian.
Very end of that South Florida game in the regular season finale to set up the game-winning field goal by Dave Teggart, who just kicked the extra point.
And I know Bob Stoops has been very disappointed with his.
Chad Kristen kicks off down to the goal line to Trey Franks. And he is chopped down shy of the 20. They get back within 17 and a long way to go. 9:24 remaining. Out of the pistol. Jones gave it to DeMarco Murray, taken down by Scott Luttress. You would have liked to have been clubbing people out there on a regular basis. There's DeMarco Murray the other way. Stopped just short of the first down. This ball game's come a long way since then. Kind of a newbie back then, and now it's a stalwart. And Murray stopped short of the first down.
He's not
on
down all the way yet.
UConn holds. Jerome Jr.
And came up and made the hit.
Tressway punts. This is a good one. Nick Williams muffed it. And it's still loose, and Connecticut has it back. Down by 17 midway through the third quarter. Zach Frazier, some fakes, and then a deep throw, and the catch, but is it in bounds? No, say the officials. And Venables told us the cornerbacks were the question mark at the start of the year, but they both had terrific years. Jordan Todman. Todman's up to 60 yards rushing. And another hole, and another broken tackle, and another first down. Big East Offensive Player of the Year unanimously chosen by the coaches. Robbie Fry became Jordan Todman's best friend. Dumped off in the flat. It's the tight end, or the fullback rather, Sherman, chopped down by Jamel Fleming. Career there, and it was a big bonus. He became a prospect. And he remains very close with the Cruises. He made the trip out here.
And he followed him all the way up, so he's known him ever since he's 8 years old.
Play action fake to Todman. Frazier needs to get rid of it and throws it away. Hybrid linebacker and defensive end, and Heather will find out what's the story there. 3rd and 7. Frazier's pass deflected and almost intercepted. So here's Dave Teggart, who was the roommate of Jasper Howard last year. 38-yard try. He's 1 for 1 tonight from 37. He's a clutch kicker. And they're back within 2 scores. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Heather. Chad Kristen kicks off. Brennan Clay will bring it out, the true freshman.
There is the running yards by Terrell Pryor. And I'm anxious to watch Mallett against that Ohio State defense.
Ported. Kenny Stills an 8-yard reception. Now Jones after the fake. High throw over the head of, with a full year of experience under his belt. 3rd down and 2. Jones throws, broken up. Batted back toward the line of scrimmage. It was intended for Cameron Kenny. Time. Called him here in the second half. This Connecticut defense has been excellent. Remember that one of the scores was by the Oklahoma defense in the second half.
Receiving core is not the greatest receiving core. Jordan Todman's their offense.
He's started to find some running room. Frazier, a little too hot to handle for Michael Smith. 3rd down and 8. And the offense make a play for Connecticut. a 5-yarder against Connecticut.
On the offense, number 63, 5-yard penalty.
Again, some conversation along that offensive line. Frazier, 2 for his last 10, is blitzed and chopped down. Didn't look like a big hit, but he couldn't stay on his feet. Jefferson's going to be a superstar if he works hard throughout his career. He's just a true freshman. Bomb of a punt by Cole Wagner. Caught by Ryan Broyles. Picks up some blocks. Wants the running room now. Lost the football, and Jerome Jr. has it for Connecticut. Lawrence Wilson, great hustle, the starting linebacker on punt coverage. Takes have hurt Oklahoma. 57-yard punt, 57-yard return. Now Todman trying to bust one. Gets 9. He's one of those players who, when he came to Connecticut, their offices were in double-wide trailers. Only 5.
As you also saw, slapping the ball away.
Only John Dorsey back in the early 80s had more tackles as a Husky. Jordan Todman lowers his shoulder. 2nd and 7. Fry got rocks as he crossed the line of scrimmage. The headmaster said those things are too pointy, you're going to hurt somebody. The family finally moved to the States when he was in the 8th grade. Another drop ball. This one by Ryan Griffin.
It's right on your chest.
Ooh, high snap. Good job by Wagner. So Broyles another chance. He muffed 2 in their win against Nebraska. Caught that one and spun to the 30.
Obviously, they'd like to talk to the family before they give out any other additional information, but they're all doing all the testing that they need to. They're certainly concerned with that neck area.
All right, Landry Jones, thank you, Heather. To end of the 3rd quarter, Oklahoma, a 2-touchdown lead at the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. So it's Oklahoma ball as we head to the 4th quarter. They lead by 2 touchdowns. Ryan Broyles, nice maneuvering after the catch. There's DeMarco Murray closing out a prolific career for Oklahoma.
He violated 3 of them. He just had it in his hand.
Landry Jones on 2nd and 6 for Broyles again.
It sets him apart.
Averaging 112 yards receiving per game. He's better than that tonight with 160. He was the target on that deep ball and was very well covered. He had a huge bowl game in the Sun Bowl last year, and they went over Stanford with 15 catches. Late, he might remind them, hey, let's take some time off the play clock. Because there wasn't an issue there because the game clock wasn't running. Pass is complete, but for a very short gain. The longest attempt of the season will be this one. He hasn't tried one longer than 42. This would be 47, and it's a fake. And it is broken up. John Nemo, the holder. The time's running out for this Connecticut offense. Zach Frazier, all day to throw, going deep down the sideline and too high for Todman.
And pulled the ball out. That's just a fantastic play.
5 tackles, a fumble recovery tonight for Jerome Jr., a sophomore.
6 rather tonight.
Here's 3 catches tonight. Frazier throws. There's a play. Isaiah Moore. They're 5 out of 14 now on 3rd downs. Not great, but that was a big one. Frazier after the fake throws short. Anthony Sherman, one of the captains.
Because Todman trusts him implicitly.
Todman tackled again by Travis Lewis. Frazier given time again, just lofts it up, and it is caught. Now dropped. I guess he never fully had possession. Well, here's Wagner. Randy Edsel decides to punt. Try to pin them deep. Broyles lets it bounce. And out. Fields it and gets walloped out of bounds. Oklahoma back at its own 12-yard line, but leading by 14. 11-14 to go. Landry Jones fires quickly to Kenny Still. 24 starts. More than half the time he's going to throw for 300. And good coverage by Lawrence Wilson. 3rd down and 5. Jones fakes one way, now goes deep, and the receiver has it. Cameron Kenny, another big catch for Oklahoma. Boy, has he come on.
When he's needed a big play, he's gone after Gratz on the outside.
Now Broyles.
me a thumbs up. Continues to go. Kenny Stills also tested that left ankle. Good to return.
Whoa. Dangerous throw. Runs the play clock all the way down. They better snap it. Didn't get it off. First penalty of the night against Oklahoma.
On the offense, number 12. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Jones up to 408 yards passing now. Throws over the middle and caught by Trey Franks. Another huge third down conversion for Oklahoma. At the 20 of Connecticut, already leading by 14 points. DeMarco Murray slides up the middle for 7. Jones did it this year at Oklahoma State. Sam Bradford threw for 468 once too. Murray has the first down.
But this is a very effective runner and receiver.
Here he comes again. Oklahoma's all-time leader in all-purpose yards. And
number 85.
He's not bad.
He's not bad.
12 catches tonight. They have 2 receivers over 150 yards receiving, Broyles and Kenny. And there's Broyles again with a catch, and it is a touchdown. He's ruled in bounds with Harris Agmore all over him. What an effort by Broyles, and another terrific call by these officials. That foot's down and it's in bounds. 4th during the recruitment. Finally settled on his hometown universities from right in Norman. Ryan Broyles. Pam Newton, the 9th player in the last 11 years to win the Heisman and then play for the national title. Hasn't been good for the Heisman winners. They're 2-6 in BCS championship games. Here's Anthony Sherman.
Again, and this is the fastest team. This is fast break football.
Robbie Fry trying to turn the corner and could not. C has won its last 6 BCS championship games. There's Anthony Sherman out of the backfield. Nice move after the catch. Tom Ward finally wrestles him down at the 15-yard line. Leadership as well. Team captain, senior out of North Attleboro, Massachusetts. Now Todman down to the 13-yard line.
He can block for you in the backfield. Good pass protector. There's a role for him at the next level.
He's going to play in the East-West game as well for the NFL scouts. Frazier's sack. 7+ quarters without an offensive touchdown for Connecticut. They are back to the 22 now. Set up a screen for Fry, looking for help. And it's just a posse of Sooners. 4th down and 16. They're going for it. And Frazier's pass over the head of Michael Smith, who didn't seem to know the ball was coming.
And then Frazier had to have probably his best game, which he didn't.
And again, the receiver corps did very little to help. DeMarco Murray.
After the play, personal foul on the defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty, first down.
There's some teams there that are physical and can run.
Really good Louisville team went down and won the Orange Bowl. We saw West Virginia win out here in the Fiesta Bowl against Oklahoma. Cincinnati had a terrific club. I talked with Nick Carparelli. He does a great job running the Big East.
They have some young freshmen who are just dynamic.
Dumped off short. Rattery fumbled. Picked up on a hop by Jerome Jr. And now they're calling it an incomplete pass. It seemed like it took a long time for that whistle to blow. Well, that's a catch, and he took about 3 steps up the field. Well, no, he didn't have possession.
He never really had possession of it.
It was a good call.
Yep.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. The pass is incomplete. University of Connecticut has charged their third and final timeout.
Michigan to evaluate the entirety of the season. Well, if the coach was trying to save his job today, it wasn't the kind of performance by the team that is going to help his cause.
The more I see his teams play at Northwestern, the more I watch him, he's really good.
And the pass is off the hands of Difton and intercepted by Tony Jefferson, and another pick 6. Two interception returns for touchdowns for Oklahoma. Jimmy Stevens makes it 48-20. Best way to kick off again. Bounces one down the field. Anthony Sherman again to the 32-yard line. The
Good
Michigan
coach.
State
Yep.
offensive coordinator at Miami of Ohio. Of course, Mike Haywood fired today after being arrested yesterday on a domestic assault charge in Indiana. Jordan Todman runs out near the 50. Has great affection for the school and a lot of friends back there, but there are also NFL teams that
He's got the best of all the worlds. I think he'd be a fantastic choice no matter where. He has head coaching experience.
For college football. He's a great recruiter. He's so personable. He has that gung-ho school spirit attitude. Chief Moore the catch. They're driving nicely here. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jack and John Harbaugh too. Two of the finest people you'd ever meet. Not just in coaching, in any walk of life. 3 of them for national championships. But it's nice to have that thing off the list of things they can cross off, talk about. Ooh. Looked like Griffin might score that elusive touchdown. For Todman. Down to the 5.
Townsend, of course, tried to go for the 2-point conversion. Did not get it. Did not get the onside kick. But
Frazier throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Kashif Moore.
you ain't playing next year.
Herb Beal was offside for the Florida State game.
On the defense, number 44 across the neutral zone, threatened the offensive formation. Half the distance to the goal, still 3rd down.
But it turned out to be just the opposite. He's working his way toward legendary status at Oklahoma if he isn't there already. Bud Wilkinson, Fairbanks, Switzer, all were 35 or younger when they became the head coach at Oklahoma. Todman stopped on 4th and goal. So they cannot get that elusive touchdown. And they can get the not so elusive coach with the Gatorade bucket. Jones takes a knee. And Oklahoma will finish the season at 12-2. And Connecticut 8-5. Those two have known each other a long time when they were assistant coaches. Final score, Oklahoma 48, Connecticut 20. The Sooners are your 2011 Tostitos Fiesta Bowl champs. Sports Center next here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For Matt Millen, Heather Cox, John Saunders, Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew, Sean McDonough saying so long from Arizona. Happy New Year, everyone. Now Sports Center.